Ramble.
Thank you to KiwiCo, Chime, the CDC, and Best Fiends for sponsoring today's episode.
Cheugy, 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 cheugy.
Chuggy, 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 chuggy,
Can't you see?
Cheugy for you, baby. Cheugy for your girl.
Chuggy for your girl.
Cheugy
for your boy.
Cheugy. Well, welcome to the TryPod. So sorry about that, but now we're done with it, and we're moving on.
We got off the train.
We really got off the
chuggy train.
Chuggy, chuggy, choo choo.
Chuggy choo choo, which is probably a pretty chuggy thing to say, but hey, Thomas the Tank Engine could never.
Damn right.
Well, it's still June, and we're loving it. It's most kids are out of school by now. Maybe there's a couple long haulers in there who go all the way to June 15th. But
Did we do
most
summer
of
break?
The country, summer break.
Yeah, should we bring it back, baby? Oh, actually, I had a real idea.
Sign each other's yearbooks and say, have a great summer, but you spelled it with the number 8.
A little fuzz on you.
Thanks. I changed shirts. We're recording these back to back.
Don't tell them.
This way, they're like, oh yeah, different week.
Episode was recorded last week, so
You
if
were the only
anything big
one.
happened, we will not be addressing it.
So wait, from a responsible big boy job perspective, we probably cannot instate summer break into our work schedule, right?
No, but you know what people do, which I've always loved, is summer Fridays.
I love that.
You work 9 hours, you pull a niner Monday
Don't tell
through
Miles
Thursday.
we're doing this if you're not going to do
I'm
this.
We're not
getting
going to do
excited.
it. You pull a niner Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, half day. Because the difference between 8 hours of work and 9 hours of work is really not that much. You're still there, right? But the difference between a full day and skipping town at 1 p.m. on a Friday.
I love this.
Every happy hour.
What if we do this? 24-hour work day. Get everything done in one day.
Yeah.
And then you take the rest of the fucking week
Sounds
off.
like a Disney movie.
Miles,
That's not enough
you know,
hours
if
per
you can
week.
do that, I'm open to considering it.
Now that we're
Although-
thinking about it, what if I fucking rail a line of cocaine, right?
Okay.
Do
On
all
board.
my work
Now
in
I'm
an
less on
hour,
board.
1 hour.
I
I
don't
just
think
work
that's possible.
so fucking hard. I'm like limitless.
Honestly, then we should probably let you go.
Yeah,
because
probably. Yeah, makes sense.
it's not that. There's not enough work.
Promote him.
Or
promote
head
him.
of company.
Yeah,
Smartest
yeah. Miles,
man.
you recently got an assistant, right?
That's right.
How's that going?
It's the best. Rainey's
You're-
awesome. Rainey, if you're listening,
Shout
we
out to
are, 'cause
Rainey.
You're editing this, but you're awesome.
So are we publishing more podcasts? Or
Yeah. We're going to work on a lot of experimental projects.
Okay.
We're going to get
No,
up to
it's very
14 a
exciting.
week, baby.
Miles
That's
can
right.
actually take a vacation if he wants to.
That would be fucking awesome.
It's big. It's big.
Making it sound like he's been so abused the last couple months.
Well, Keith has been
was-
beating the shit out of me. How
said,
bad?
said he was overworked.
What?
Keith takes
What
me out.
about it?
What?
Okay, so summer break, maybe. But here's what I think is a definite.
Uh-oh.
We should have maybe even just 1 week off, or we do 1 day off, and then we have back to school day here at the Try office. Because think about it, okay? Think about it.
The office 1 day off and then say, okay, pretend that's your
Well,
son.
actually,
And then come
back to
on
school.
Monday.
if you think about it, from work from home, COVID, we're gonna have a day where
We will
it's
have back to school.
This is the day where everyone is showing up back at the office in LA and California. June 15th is when all the restrictions are getting lifted. Doing great with these vaxes, baby.
vaxxed.
I think our whole company is vaccinated.
Hell yeah.
You know,
100%.
shout out. But yeah, we'll have a back to school day. This is it's not hypothetical. It's happening.
Whoa.
So think about this, okay? The night before, you lay out your outfit. Because it's the first day of school.
Right.
You want to look good. You got to impress, show people what you've been up to this summer / pandemic, right? You go... Okay, when you're working forever, it's I got the same old laptop, same old backpack, same old pens. New year, new me, baby. I'm throwing away the old pens. I'm getting a new notebook, getting a new Trapper Keeper.
Is your laptop broken?
My laptop is broken.
Is this just a sort of weird way for you to get a new laptop?
I'm going to get one.
Okay.
I've been saying it for months, and I need to do it.
It's always funny when you guys break your shit and don't get it, because it's you're pretty successul,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Get a new computer.
You know what, Miles? I'm so successful that a trip to the Apple store is a waste of my time.
and honestly, the time that it would take for me to research, which one do I want? Do I want this one with the memory? Or maybe I should do the less memory, but have that. It's so much thought that I just
memory.
don't want to give.
Always more memory.
I
So-
just cracked my screen for the first time.
My screen's been cracked all
And,
pandemic, baby.
The whole, when I see screens like that, Zach, I think man, that person should really replace their phone. And now that it's happened to me, I'm like, I don't have that. When am I gonna go to? Also, it costs money and it works fine.
Time is money, Miles.
You gotta back up your phone and fucking get
the
worst. Put
And then
on
you-
new phone.
SIM cards.
You go to back up your phone and then you check and it was like error and you're like, well, what? Did you get all of it? Did you get some of it? I guess I'm just gonna have to do the whole thing again.
The sad thing is it broke because because my case broke. You know, my case over time has been worn away on the corner here, and that's exactly where it broke. So could have saved this by just getting a new case.
Why you need a Jigglypuff case? Keep you.
No, I don't want to.
Whoa.
Do we still sell phone cases at tryguys.com? No?
Couldn't
No.
tell you. I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I have
Phone
no
models
idea.
Phone models change so often. It's very hard to manufacture the right amount, and you end up losing money,
Right?
Because there's and also like you have to make a case for every type of phone that gets made to be inclusive of all people. It's just so difficult and
no
expensive.
BlackBerry phone case at tryguys.com.
We're
Yeah.
so inclusive with a 5S support.
Well, you know.
It's nice.
Well, speaking of plugs, we have there's only a couple days left to get our new toys that we're
Oh my
so
gosh,
excited
you're
about.
right.
Oh, yeah.
We released these talking figurines. They're kind of like pop style, but not we aren't actually allowed to say that. No, they're like
Cut that out.
They have sort of poppy style. Very funky.
very popular.
They're very funky.
They're very funky. But no, we've been designing them for a long time, and
It's over a year-long project.
Yeah.
That's just how long
Wow,
toys
yeah.
take.
Probably one of
And
the
then
longest
there's
ones.
More with
time.
the Suez Canal.
That's
Remember
true.
that?
actually.
Remember when everyone was laughing about that?
Wow.
I was laughing about it too, and then it turns out like
was affecting
fucked my tea,
our
fucked
toy
our toe, like
timelines.
everything.
In order to
Everything.
get them out by Christmas, they're like, no, you have to announce them now in May. We're like, we're not ready to announce them. They're like, no, you have to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
we
crazy.
had to move it up for Christmas, which is just I'm saying it again because it's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And for people out there, like if you're thinking about waiting, you have all the right in the world to. But no, we are using the pre-orders to figure out how many to manufacture. It's different than kind of our normal pipeline. So we are making them because they're super cool and because like I'll let you know me, I love my boops and bops. This is a dream to have myself as a boop and or bop.
I know.
I love it. I'm so thrilled. But we want you guys to have it too. But if you want it, you got to decide that you want it.
June
Does that make
13th.
sense?
Yeah.
June 13th is
It's
the
like-
last day for pre-orders.
You can't just on the day of go to who's a popular band now, Olivia Rodrigo concert. She's gonna be sold out.
Yeah.
You're only gonna be able to get it from scalpers for way too much money. You don't want to be living that life. You want to get it when it goes on sale in the pre-sale.
Yeah.
Get yourself an assurance of a nice seat to the show.
Let's use that as a natural segue. Keith mentioned Olivia Rodrigo.
That's right.
We absolutely stand. Big fan of the
Big
album
fans.
Sour. Been rocking out, jamming out. The whole world's on board, and we are too. But there was a little bit of Happy News, sad news.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, sad news still for us.
Something that Keith and I are a little sour about.
Ooh.
Sour ourselves.
Oh,
Good
wow.
for you, Ned.
Good
for you.
Yeah. Wow.
So we were on Instagram, and I don't know who alerted. Ned, maybe you tell your side of the story first.
Sure. So very, very exciting that I saw in I check my Twitter replies every so often, right?
Once a month, Ned dives in.
I fire up the old tweet deck. No, someone was like, oh my God, why don't you follow Olivia Rodrigo back on Instagram? And I was
Keyword back. Wait,
like, follow her back. Olivia Rodrigo follows me on Instagram.
Holy shit.
And now I
Olivia
follow
Rodrigo
her back. And we're buds. We have chatted.
You did?
Yes.
No.
It goes into a separate inbox. How could I not?
Oh my
Also,
God.
The album's amazing and she's super talented.
She's the most popular artist right now.
right now
I'd
in the
say.
world.
Yeah.
So she follows Ned and Eugene on Instagram, but not Zach and not Keith. And I don't look. I'm just gonna say it. I'm happy for you, bro. I don't get it.
I just got a notification.
Fuck you, Miles.
She's following
I'd
me.
be thrilled. I'd be thrilled.
Am I checking to see if she's following me every other day? Maybe every third day.
Did I follow her just so that she would see the follow back button and feel like, oh my God, my mistake?
sure did.
I did.
I did.
She probably has those notifications muted. You know?
Oh, she
She's
does.
definitely
Yeah.
too big now to ever see it.
Yeah.
Yep. And I want to be clear to the guys, audience, please do not harass Miss Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Do not ask her. And I'm not doing wink. No. Don't ask her. Also, she won't fucking see it because her fans will drown her out.
Yeah.
She's famous.
She's famous.
She's famous now.
She's capital F famous.
Here's something that's very exciting to me, just about where the culture is. Okay. So Keith's lovely wife Becky rented us a movie theater last night. I talked about this a couple episodes ago, where you can rent a theater for up to 20 people. We went to go see Scott Pilgrim at Universal City Walk, which is such a ridiculous, dystopian, wonderful place.
We got the recliner seats, baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's $100.
So hot.
It's a deal.
I was gonna go, and then they said I had to be there on time,
Yeah.
Which
was upsetting.
Yeah, because they all let you
Well,
have to
the
all go in
screening
at the same
time was 7:05 miles.
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
just drop everything and go to the movies at 7:05 specifically.
Yeah.
That's tough. You wanted to show up at what, 8?
Yeah, I want to show up at 8, catch half the movie, party with my friends.
Oh.
After my children go to sleep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
So at Universal, they have this giant TV that plays blast music and music videos, and they were playing Olivia Rodrigo as we walked in, which was great. And Good For You was playing, and this is a family place. They did not bleep her saying, "What the fuck is up with that?"
Good for
and I was
them.
like, "Whoa!"
Universal.
And you know,
Good for
Universal,
them.
good for you.
Awesome. You know, Universal, I feel like Universal's kind of like Pepsi. Right?
The school year is over, and let the sun shine in. Now I'm a kid at heart, but Ned has a real kid also in his heart. And that's why KiwiCo is gonna keep me and the kids busy all summer long. You got kids? You got friends with kids? Why not gift your young innovators with super cool projects to celebrate the end of the school year? With a little KiwiCo subscription, your child gets a new crate full of fun science and art projects every month. Okay, so I went over to the Fulmer's house, and me and Wes played with a camping kit. It was so cute. It was like a pretend little play adventure. There was a little bear backpack. We had some paper flames. We roasted some fake s'mores. Honestly, I wanted to eat the fake s'mores. They were that fun. Cultivate your child's creativity with new hands-on projects every month. With KiwiCo, there's something for every kid or kid at heart, like me, every month. Get your first month free on select crates at kiwico.com/tripod. That's KIWICO.com/tripod.
Don't we all
They're
think
the bad
that-
boys of the theme
Yeah,
park
don't
world?
we all think there's some brands
They're like
that,
the off-brand Disney.
Yeah,
So they
you
have to
know,
be a
like,
little quirky to
the
stand out.
clientele's a little edgier. There's more tattoos at Universal. We all know that's true. We all know that's true. There's more tube tops there. You know, I'm just trying to say the clientele is not going to be upset by a little F-bomb.
If you're a
Disney
major
would never.
media brand with a theme park business, it's brutal out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, if you can even disclose, what did you guys talk about?
I mean, that's private.
Okay,
Miles.
yeah, that's the cool thing to say.
that's,
Not only that, by the way,
Spill her tea.
Ned texted us showing that a notification from her, like a message, but we were like, what'd you mention? He's like, we talked about stuff and like,
Too cool.
playing coy with us too.
It feels weird to just,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
just screenshot a conversation. I'm not about screenshotting the follow notification though. That's very
cool.
exciting news.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, so we're buds. Maybe she'll come over for Sunday BBQ.
That's dope.
She's pretty busy right now.
Yeah.
but-
Does that
busy,
make her the
she
most
busy.
famous person? I was gonna say that we know, but Keith and I don't. So Ned, is that the most famous person you know?
I guess, yeah.
Like who else?
Most famous person I know.
I mean, Lord DIY has a fair
maybe
amount.
Lord DIY is up
Well, I
there.
mean, Mythical Entertainment. I mean, those boys
They're
have
pretty big.
over
I've
20
met and
I'm-
I had texts with Danny Tamborelli of Pete and Pete and all that. He like a lot of people know him. I would
I'm
say
buds
he's
with Mr.
currently-
Beast. He's
Yep.
pretty big.
That's pretty big.
That's huge.
But you're talking traditional celebrities? Like, is like J-Lo coming over for dinner?
Is she?
No.
That's private.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
You
I don't
guys
know.
see J-Lo had lunch with Mark Anthony?
Whoa.
Someone joked that she's doing her high fidelity moment where she's just going back through all her old
Oh,
relationships.
I've been thinking about like,
Awesome.
what if we just started inviting like real celebrities to our parties just to see? Maybe one will come. Be like, yeah, I'll drop by for a minute. I was like, Miley Cyrus,
Why
like,
not?
I have a birthday this month. It's gonna be low key.
Well, Brie Larson has a YouTube channel.
Exactly. Now
So
we're.
she's like a peer in
Will
a
she
way.
be at VidCon?
Yeah, will she?
Could we both get tiny treats and get in a long line for red wine at
I was at a party recently, and this is my first event I went to after getting fully vaccinated, right? I was out there, and it was like a friend of mine who's like pretty well connected, and there were real famous people there. And I was like, that's so cool. That's so nice. And I met a few of them. And then I heard that, and there were like cool, famous teenagers who were like, oh, these are like poppy, kind of cool.
Famous teens. Man.
And I heard that one of them said, there's a real divide here between the cool kids and the losers at this party.
Whoa.
And
one of the teenagers said that?
Yeah. And I was like, wow, fucking roasted alive.
You definitely were.
I was a
in
loser.
a certain category.
I was in this loser category for sure.
Who's this giant that nobody's ever met before? How can you be that tall and not famous in this room?
That actually is so much more demeaning to be that tall and be less like.
That's what I'm saying. Is like he's so
famous.
big.
Yeah. She didn't say that about me, but she said it about like the party. That there were two groups of people hanging out.
And you were
I was
near
like,
enough to hear.
No. My friend heard.
Were you like walking
not
up to
golden.
introduce yourself? And just
It's like,
You're
loser.
Yep.
Well, I just looked up. Brie Larson has 618,000 subscribers, so she should probably like be on
Do a
our
collab.
show to just grow her audience, out of the kindness of our hearts.
Ned is acting a little too well. I did email our rep last night to see if we could get Brie Larson.
And you like brought the numbers as your arsenal.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a news update.
Oh.
Hello.
I have to poop right now.
Go
Can
for
you
it.
take the mic?
No. I absolutely cannot. But it's going to have to be a time for a little Ned and Zach action. I need.
Cool.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I need 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
I think he's
3
already
to
done
5?
it. 3 to 5.
I'll time you.
That's fast.
I'm hoping
That's
that's
an efficient.
well, but who knows? My gut has been weird this weekend. I don't know why. My guts have been off.
Well, let's talk about that. What's going on?
Well,
He's got
I
to
think he
poop.
needs to go.
my stomach has just not been working out. how
Well,
it
hold
should.
on. We need like a
careful.
good out for this segment. So before you leave,
I don't know. I thought that 2 days ago I ate a bratwurst that was bad, but when the problem extended it into today, I was like, well, that can't have been the reason.
well, I have potentially more data on that.
About the bratwurst?
Not your bratwurst, but last night we were at our movie and
Right.
Matt, Eugene's partner, had to leave because we assume got food poisoning. I have not checked up on him today and started vomiting.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
But I ate the same food at my house that he ate, and I didn't vomit.
But that was the food that you cooked.
Yes, and he ate that food too.
And we know that you're too good of a chef to poison
Yeah, I would
her.
know. It was pork that cooked for 6 hours. It couldn't be undercooked.
I will say
It
the
just couldn't be.
bathroom lights need to be adjusted because every time I've pooped in there,
Oh, they turn
the
off
lights
on
go
you.
off on
Auto
me. And I'm in the
lights.
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
Okay,
They
I
should
gotta
have
go
already
now.
done
Go.
that.
Yeah.
There's nothing more demeaning than being in a bathroom and the lights shut off on you and it's like, hey man, you've been in here a little too long.
I do know that the light timer is set for 5 minutes, which
Wow.
seems like a long time for pooping, but it's happened to me too. So clearly it's not that long for
Yeah, it's
pooping.
not enough. Because I'm on my phone. I'm like watching
That's
videos.
me
You gotta
time.
catch up on some Tic Tacs.
Yeah, exactly.
I had I have a tweet in my drafts. Maybe I'll show you, but I didn't know if it was too much. It was a very, it's like a very sincere, happy meme account about like, hey, you from 5 years ago would be looking at you right now and they'd be proud. And I was like, I'm taking a shit checking Twitter, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Thanks.
I didn't know if it was like
No,
too
that's-
much.
Seems funny. I
that's
think
good.
people might unfollow you a little bit, but
Yeah.
seems funny. I
All right, I'll
have
tweet it.
realized that since I don't tweet hardly ever, that anytime I do, like people will unfollow me because they've forgotten. They've forgotten that they follow me, and they're like, "Wait, I don't
Okay.
getting no joy from following this." guy.
Holy
I gotta-
shit. What if one day Ned posts a photo on Instagram and then goes to check and Olivia Rodrigo is unfollowed?
Oh,
wow,
that'd be
that would
sad.
hurt.
That would be, she's like,
be
she saw
brutal.
that photo and was like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
done.
don't know, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's kind of soured on the whole Fulmer brand.
Yeah. You're moving on from the Fulmer brand.
Yeah.
And this is just for us, but the person at the party was and it was
That is so funny. That is so funny.
is that funny?
That is so
And
good.
I wanted
can you just leave my reaction but bleep it?
Yeah,
Wait,
maybe I'll
was it
bleep
all
it.
of them?
It was like a bunch of them. It was
That
like
is so
yeah.
funny.
You guys got to get on Shadow and Bone, man.
I know.
I've seen you tweeting about
Really
it.
well written.
Does
Yeah,
not seem
really
up my
good.
alley, but I know nothing about it other than the name, I guess.
get this. No, I don't know. I won't.
That's cool.
Spend podcast minutes selling you on Shadow and Bone. But.
You guys see Bo Burnham's new special?
No, I'm gonna watch it tonight. I cannot
All right,
wait.
well, if you guys are fucking gonna continue talking about TV shows that nobody wants to watch,
Okay, he's in the back. He's not a TV show.
Bo Burnham, hey, show some respect.
Love that
I'm
guy.
just saying, show some respect to Shadow and Bone.
What channel is it on?
Netflix. It's a Netflix original.
Oh, it is? I've been thinking it was on HBO or Go something. Go HBO.
Because
We're falling apart
Gives you
without
Game of
Keith.
Thrones vibes.
Come back, Keith.
All right.
You want to
How
call
long has it
Keith?
been?
Call him.
Come back.
have
new
another
topic
segment.
of conversation.
All right, thank God.
New topic of conversation. So it's summer out. Memorial Day was the other day.
Back to school
I
around the
went
corner.
to my first beach outing of the year. And guys, it was packed. Are you guys fans of the beach?
Yeah, I
Pro
like
beach.
it. Sand.
Pro beach? I feel like you'd be anti-beach.
I was
Yeah.
anti-beach as a child.
Oh, yeah?
We can dive into it if you'd like, but I feel like it would derail your story.
No,
so
Yeah.
just
well,
know that
hit
it's
it.
not really a story.
my
It's
Facebook message would
talking
be
about the
it's, it's complicated.
Oh,
Complicated.
wow.
It's so meaty. I feel like you would be like, the sand.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly what
Sand
it
is
is.
rough.
Sand is tiny little rocks. It fucking gets everywhere.
Yeah.
You get it on your feet, and then you're like, oh, let me wash it off my feet. And then you go into the water, and then you get back in the sand. And you're like, fuck, there's even more on my feet. And then you always, I'm certain I've done this diatribe on this podcast before. You always have a little bit behind your ear, and
Yeah.
you're trying to wash it, and then like a week and a half later, you're like, how the fuck is it still in there? I've been And then as a kid, I would go to eat a hamburger. It was always a hamburger,
you get
and I would
sand in your
crunch,
mouth?
and there was one singular crunch of this
I've done that
little
before.
particle of sand got in there. But now that I'm growing, and also my dad was obsessed with sunscreen when I was a kid, and so like to be rebellious, I was like, I don't need sunscreen,
you get a big
and I would
sunburn.
get fucking burned, bro. And now I'm coming back to it.
I think the best part.
Hey, welcome back, Keith.
How long was I
back.
gone?
I did. The lights turn off?
No.
Oh, then less than 5
Less
Less
than
than
5.
5 minutes,
Oh.
yeah.
Nice. I got a hot take. Your bank account should work with you and not against you. And you know what? I don't even think that should be a hot take. I just think that's how life should be. Chime agrees. They are the award-winning app and debit card with no hidden fees or monthly minimums. After all, you earned your money. You deserve to keep it. Not the big banks and the fat cats up in Wall Street. What makes Chime special? They've got fee-free overdraft on up to $100 in debit purchases with SpotMe. It's like overdraft protection, but better. You get your paycheck, your benefits, your stimulus check, your little stimmy, and your tax return up to 2 days earlier with direct deposit. So join the millions on Chime. Sign up takes 2 minutes, and it doesn't affect your credit score. Whew, that's a relief. Apply now at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys. Chime is a financial technology company. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank NA. Members of FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Overdraft only applies to debit card purchases. Limits start at $20 and may be increased up to $100 by Chime. Early direct deposits depend on the payer. Out-of-network cash withdrawal fees apply. Third party and cash deposit fees may apply. Go to chime.com/tryguys for details. We really fell apart without you.
I saw a family at the beach.
Talking about the beach now.
They
Whoa.
they dug a like 4x4 3-foot deep pit,
Nice.
right? And then they just put their kids inside of it. And I was like, that is brilliant. You basically give them like a playpen, like baby jail. You're like a pack and play. They can't escape, but also they have sand to play in. I was like, wow.
Absolute favorite thing as a kid is when, what are they called? Like you would get the little pools.
Tide pools.
Tide pools. So magical. And then sometimes there'd be a little starfish in there. And all the kids from all over the beach would all come together. And the tide pool was like an oasis in the middle of a desert. Even though the ocean's right there. No, tide pool's where it's at.
Yeah, I used to go to the beach at Hilton Head, and we would often go like at Christmas time. And at Christmas time, you can't get in the water; it's way too cold. But there were great tide pools, and we would walk along the beach and collect shells. And there was one year where there was a crazy full moon, and it made the tides crazy. And like some days there were amazing shells, and other days there were just thousands of dead jellyfish everywhere.
Oh, man.
It was like
Wow.
very funny how grotesque it could be one day, and how like wow, just tons of like empty like cockle shells and like all these cool intricate big ones too, like really prized shells to grab as a child at the beach.
So you were a shells kid.
Oh, I was absolutely a shells kid.
Did you ever like paint them and try and sell them or anything?
No, I just collected them.
Oh, you lacked that.
Did you find any
entrepreneurial
sharks'
spirit?
I
Shark's
never
teeth?
found a shark tooth. No, I never
That thing
found
you
that.
can actually
They
find on a
weren't
beach?
common
Yeah.
there. In Florida, they're very common.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a shark tooth
tiny.
necklace when I was growing up, and I felt so badass.
Oh, I found a small one
Pretty
once.
sick.
Yes, I did find a small one in Florida once. It was exciting.
Sometimes.
pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
I'm just so genuine, like pretty sick.
Pretty sick, man.
Pretty sick.
No, if I was
fucking
like
sick.
a 9-year-old, I'd be like, oh my sick.
So cool.
shark
I definitely had a
necklace.
shark
Yeah.
tooth necklace. Yeah.
Are shark tooth necklaces
Unethical.
cheugy?
Oh, yeah.
They're
think
pretty
so.
cheugy,
I think
like
they're cheugy.
puka shells. You think puka shells are cheugy?
Actually, I don't know if it is cheugy because cheugy's like girl boss attitude, and I don't think
This
that's
is the
shark.
male, the 9-year-old boy version of cheugy.
Let's bring pukas back, baby.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Every so often, someone's trying to bring those puka shells back.
I don't know why I'm dying to tell you about this tank top I owned as a kid. I like refuse to let this conversation go anywhere else before I tell you.
You have a tank
It was
top?
it was a tank top. I was a child. I looked good in it, and it had a shark on the front and slits on the side, so it looked
Whoa.
like I got attacked by a shark.
That is pretty
I-
cool. Now,
Rocked that with my shark tooth necklace. I felt cool.
did you have like little shark board shorts too?
No,
That's cool though.
how dare you ask me that?
That would have been cooler.
Can we talk about wearing a shirt when you're swimming when you're a kid? Do you guys do that because you were nervous?
Yeah, because I was embarrassed by my body.
yeah, I did
Same.
that for a little bit.
no.
Ned was always an alpha.
Eventually, I was just like, whatever.
Yeah,
and
eventually.
also, at some point, you realize you don't look better in the shirt.
No, it looks confusing.
It draws more attention to you,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
And
It's- body image as a kid is tough.
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. And especially when you go to
as an
like,
adult, it's tough.
a pool party and like, all the other 10-year-olds are so much hotter than you.
What's that about?
And you're like, dang, I
Damn.
haven't started my
How
glow
did he
up
get
yet.
so tan?
Right.
And it
There's
looks so cool. Oh, it's because he lives at the beach.
Yeah.
Or you're
Yeah, I was
dropping
never
back.
like self-conscious about being too big. I was self-conscious about being too small. Like maybe not as a 9-year-old. You're just doing your thing as a 9-year-old. But like, I was like, man, I want to be like stronger, more muscular.
Everybody, it's easy to find ways that you could improve or wish that you were another way. But, you should be like, I've been more like, man, my legs are strong. I got strong legs and I did nothing to deserve them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I got to cherish that. It's just that not a lot of, the societal implications of muscle matter about your legs. It's all about torso.
Yeah.
But if we just valued legs for a second,
Yeah.
I'd be fucking crushing this.
Ass.
I got strong legs.
Yeah.
Ass is getting there.
So you should wear
It's
male
legs.
leggings, the TikTok leggings,
Oh,
show
yeah.
off your gams, post squat videos.
Maybe.
Then you can
My
be a
booty's
hot
not
boy.
as big as let me just say it. Are some people's butts getting too big?
Keith, whoa.
I'm just saying, there are people working out their butts, and I'm looking at butts in the profile view online, and they're like unrealistic. They're like, oh my God, that butt is out of
Unrealistic
control.
butt
Out of
standards.
control.
Are you Googling butt profile?
No, I'm just like every so often.
Now, are you talking proportionate to body or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Like,
you're
where,
talking about
like-
people specifically who are
We're talking about
trying to work out to get bigger butts.
Right, yes. I'm more about people working their butts into the strongest asses on the planet. I'm not talking about if you're born with a massive butt, that's one thing. It's the new gym trend of everyone should go work out only their butt. So their
yeah.
butt is a massive basketball.
How much do you butt lift?
I don't butt lift anything.
No, Keith, come on. Surely
What's
you
a
do some
butt
butt lift.
I don't know.
You got,
Is
no,
this
okay.
real?
You go down, you get the dumbbell on your butt, and you give a little lift.
like with your sphincter.
Yeah, with your sphincter.
Oh, well, my sphincter.
I butt press about 250.
That's
Wow.
awesome. I
Yeah.
tried on a wedding tux because I'm getting married.
Yeah.
And my ass looks huge in the tux. And I was
Nice.
like, this is really
Have we
nice.
talked about this on the podcast?
Yeah, wow, Miles, you're
your
cruising ahead.
upcoming wedding.
Oh, no, I don't think we have. It's
You're
gonna be
lapping
fucking
me.
wild. I am lapping you. I'm doing it before you, which you got engaged before me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's that hence lapping.
But it's lapping. But yeah, no, I was trying on tuxes. It was fucking fly as hell.
You have a date?
Where's your wedding going to be?
I'm not going to
location.
say on the
Yeah, where is
podcast. But you guys are invited. You're coming. You should have gotten to save the
You
date.
were invited and you are coming.
You are
You're
coming.
coming.
You are coming.
You fucking better.
That's
Now,
not
Miles,
like a
your
vanity
partners all wanna
invite,
come, at
like
least.
You, like
No, I
you
want you to
legit
come.
want your bosses to be there.
I want my bosses to be there to walk me down the aisle.
Here's a question for you. How did you draw the line within the company? I assume not everyone at Second Try is invited.
I'm gonna cut this out. There's no fucking way I'm talking about it on the
That's
show.
a hard thing.
It's really tough.
I've thought about that for mine. I'm like,
even for my birthday party, I'm like, I can't invite the whole office. I don't
It's
even
tough.
know half
It's
of
really
the office
tough.
yet because we haven't worked in an office together.
I know. It's been very tough. And honestly, the whole process of that is the worst fucking shit ever.
Oh, it's tough.
the whole process of invitations in general,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, and this is going to make it all more expensive. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have 2 weddings because
Sure,
I cannot have the wedding. Okay, of everyone that I need to invite, I cannot afford it to
Yes.
have that wedding, but I also cannot afford as a human to not invite everybody to something.
I agree.
So I think I may end up having a
think
very
that
small
people
and a very big.
understand if they don't get invited to things.
You think wrong.
Unless-
the people that I'm
unless-
thinking about.
It's tough though, because my only gripe with not having been invited to weddings are weddings that I invited them to mine, and then they had a wedding the next year, and I wasn't invited to
Yep.
theirs.
Yeah, people hold
and
that
I was
grudge.
like, there were people
Yeah.
that didn't make the cut of my wedding who would have loved to have been there. Who maybe they would invite me to their wedding, and I don't know why you didn't invite me to your wedding.
It gets petty.
What about me?
Yeah.
Well, I could have at least sent you a nice gift if I couldn't have made it, because maybe it's not. I don't live in Chicago anymore.
You know what? Yeah, there needs to be a level of invite that's like, hey, I'm inviting you to my wedding, but no, I don't actually expect you to come.
Yeah.
Can
But
I do the
yes,
opposite?
you can send me a gift.
Yes.
And hey, we're still friends.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Yes, I will come to your wedding, but don't think that means you're getting an automatic invite to mine because I'm facing some of those down right now.
That's
Yeah.
the tough thing is we got invited to some that we can't. But I think also we're thinking like, what if there's a way that we have like an after party?
Who would invite me to their wedding? Are you kidding? Keith Ammersberger.
Party king.
I have a great time. I can talk to the parents. I can hang out with the kids for a minute. I'm all around great guest.
Well, Keith, it's their day. They don't want you to steal from the moment.
I'm not gonna steal it. Maybe I'm too famous.
Your very presence. Your very presence will be.
Maybe I'm too
you think
famous.
if I invited J-Lo to my wedding, it wouldn't cause a stir?
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo is going to be very
also,
disruptive.
as a guest, Ned, I'd be really excited.
That's true.
And I would never forget Ned's wedding where J-Lo was.
yeah.
Miles, when we ask you to bleep stuff, is it like super disruptive to your edit workflow? 'Cause
Well, Rainey will probably do it. Oh, shout out Rainey. What's up?
What's up, Rainey?
And then I go back through it. So sometimes it depends on what you're going to say.
Yeah, probably
Well-
every time we derail it, it makes his job harder.
But I will say if it's like government secrets that can't be leaked, don't say it.
well, it's just the name of this person I don't want out there.
Well, how good is the story?
It's not that good.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
If
That's
it's
your answer right
interesting,
you need a dump button where you completely
I
the
will have
audio
that
cuts
soon.
out completely.
I have. Well, soon the soundboard will be set up.
I've never been put on the spot like that in a podcast. How good is the story? I'm like, I mean, truth
not
is most of the shit I
Is it
say.
better or worse than
Not
when
that
you
good.
described your shark shirt?
Your shark tank
That
top.
apparently made the cut.
I was setting us up to transition to the Cheugy
You were like,
game,
we can't move on.
and you wanted to
before
come back to the shark
I tell
shirt.
you about the shirt that I bought with
Yeah,
tears in it.
okay.
I was
that's
excited. I
cool. The
remembered
shark was
it.
biting the side or whatever.
It was
all right.
It was
Well-
not that the podcast needed to hear it. Is that I needed to get it out.
I see.
Or
Yeah.
else I would have been consumed by this super dope shirt that I wanted my bros to know about.
I guess, yeah.
But the answer is most times I talk. Yes, you can cut it out.
I actually, I feel like I'm so concerned with not like telling a good story that I will almost always like self-edit. You know, like unless I have a real good one, I'll try and like pull it. Podcast probably different because man, we're just filling air. We're flying by the seat of our pants. But if it's like a dinner party where like people are telling stories, I'm like, it's got to be a good one.
I have recently
I
gotten
want to be
into
out there
the-
just floundering.
that like it's like right before I'm about to say it, like it's not that good. Just don't interrupt the conversation with this one, Keith.
I haven't
Or
learned
you
that
tell
lesson.
like the 3-line version of it rather than the 30
Right.
sentence
Yeah.
version of it. Anytime you're laying too much context for something.
I mean, I will say that learning how to like really crush conversation as an adult, or learning of when you thought of the interjection but you were unable to interject, is it too late to interject that? Because the conversation's moved on.
can
Sometimes you
definitely
can
tell.
interject the 3-sentence version of that. It's like, oh, I wanted to say earlier that I also went on a Ferris wheel and almost crashed, but it wasn't that big a deal. And then like you can just get that in there just to fill your own need of saying that story, because it is hard to get past that sometimes.
So I agree with that. And the thing that I think you're not realizing is that it looked like a shark attacked me.
Yeah.
But the shark was also on the shirt,
That's
so it
cool.
looked like it was about to attack you.
It was like me.
Oh, it's
And it
coming
made
out?
me look, and I survived it, so I looked dangerous.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I was a bad
that's
boy.
Cool. That's cool.
How old were you?
You know, it's funny. Of all the things I've been missing over the past year, it's the little things I miss the most, like making awkward eye contact across the room or meeting strangers in line. That's what I'm trying to get back to. Vaccination is the most effective way to help prevent COVID-19 and get back to the good times. Find out where to get your COVID-19 vaccine near you at vaccines.gov. That's vaccines.gov. Once again, that's vaccines.gov. So I should invite every famous person I know to my wedding, right?
Yeah.
Because they'll give the best
I guess.
gifts, even if they're
Right.
not actually my real friends.
Yeah. Well, who would you invite?
Well,
Would you be
depends
like-
on why you're getting married. why you're
It's for
having a wedding.
business. There's business
if it's
decisions in a wedding.
Well, I was thinking,
A
okay,
networking event.
what do you call, we have like friends who are not friends, but they're more than just acquaintances, but we
have
know them through work, but
friends
not
with
because we
benefits?
work with them, but because they're other YouTubers, right? Like,
Oh.
they're not coworkers.
Yeah.
They're peers. I don't know what to classify those people
That's
as.
a political
Kind
invite,
of connections.
Though. Yeah, it's helpful.
I just was thinking the other day, I don't know what to call them. And I don't want to call out any of those names because that person may be like, what? Are we not friends?
Yeah, that's
But,
interesting.
Like you're like, well, I could invite Tana Mongeau, but
No.
Is Tana gonna be at your wedding?
No.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna have a birthday party of some accord, and I don't know how big it should be because it'll be in my home. But I was like, oh, I should invite Rosanna Panzino. Now I don't hang out with her ever, but I like her.
Yeah.
That's so
And
weird,
she
Keith.
has
That's
done-
literally who I was thinking of. Because like I love Rosanna. She's
I
a
love
sweetheart.
her. She's great. She's fun. And
whenever
whenever
having a rager, I'd invite Rosanna.
exactly, that's what I want to think.
Also,
of.
she knows how to party.
invites us to our
Apparently, she
birthday
knows how to
parties.
party, and I've never been able to go to a party of hers. Apparently,
she partied.
She had a
she's good
birthday party at an axe throwing bar.
Fucking lit.
That's cool.
Freaking lit,
So
man.
cool. So chuggy.
So cheesy.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the main event, the main meat of the podcast.
Oh yeah, we had a
thanks
thing.
for listening. Welcome to the TryPod. Today we're playing a game which is Are You Cheugier Than a Fifth Grader? But first, a word from Zach.
Are we doing the Wikipedia thing?
Yeah, well, if we have time.
Testudineous, of or relating to a turtle. It's a word.
Is that what it means?
Testudineous.
Yes.
I don't know. Where did that come from?
He said first a word from Zach.
Oh,
So
I
and
gave
you're
a
giving
single
fun
word.
I
Yeah.
gave a word.
I was like, what is happening?
My
Interesting.
favorite word. You want
go.
another word? I'll give you a word.
Hit me.
Akimbo. It means to stand with your hands on your arms.
That's cool.
Kind of like the Superman pose.
You know that gives you confidence?
Try it.
Boom.
That's not akimbo.
With my
No,
hands, you said.
but it's giving me confidence.
Wait, you said with my
Akimbo,
hands
like
on
this.
my
It's like this-
arm. You said with my hands on my arms.
Well, then I
like the
misspoke.
Superman pose.
No. With your hands on your hips.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely misspoke.
I gotta say, with the camera, with the angle, you can really see like into Ned's taint
Huh?
with the.
No, you
I mean, it's not so extreme, but like when you lean back like that,
Give
you
us
can
a lean,
kinda
Ned.
see- I mean, like
Ooh,
check it out.
pixelating the
Check it
pod
out.
is the new bleeping the pod.
You can kind of see, yeah.
You thought I was talking about this was bad. Ned's showing full taint over here.
it's
Oh,
not.
God,
It's
I'm
in
gonna have to
jeans.
bleep. There's
It's
gonna be
in
so many
jeans.
bleeps in this episode.
It's in jeans.
Guys, I'm feeling kind of horny.
I don't know if this episode is gonna come first.
Guys, it's gonna be tough to really rearrange the order of the two
There's a
episodes.
mark. The nation
I think you
will
go with the Jack
understand.
one.
Maybe we should post both of them on.
Anyway, we're gonna play Are You Cheugier Than a Fifth Grader? And the cheugy is a word that's been sweeping the nation. We did this in another episode, and it's the idea of being kind of a girl boss, kind of a live, laugh, love, kind of a you've got fashion that's outdated.
Is Cheugy sexist?
I think it.
Are we looking
could be.
down on things that women like and not giving the same treatment to things that men like?
It could be. I think that it's definitely.
If it is, then a lot of words are sexist.
I think the
which is
cheugy.
probably true.
That's true, I think.
But,
Let's
I
look
don't
at
know
the
if
list.
we really need to derail the fun cheugy game.
I'm just saying, I knew Cheugy as a thing targeted at millennials. Now he's targeting millennial women. Therefore, we are looking down at the things that
Interesting.
women like.
Well,
I mean,
and it's the
I
same
know
reason.
men can also live, laugh, love.
But they don't.
I think that Cheugy, being obsessed with Apple products, number one on the tabs list of Cheugy things.
What is Cheugy? You know when you see it. Thanks, New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh boy, New York Times.
I think it's not exclusively a female thing.
No,
That's
it's
how we
not. It's
described
not.
it.
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
So
the
yeah,
EOS lip balm is Cheugy. Those things are great,
hell
man.
yeah, that's Cheugy.
new Cheugy just dropped.
Those things
Shit.
are awesome.
I know. You think that EOS lip balm is awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
The only lip balm.
You're out here just doing plain
It's the only-
chapstick.
It's the only lip balm you can put on by sort of filleting it.
What the hell?
I just came down
He's
here.
trying to show his tank.
I'm trying. Look, you guys are like,
Yeah.
look at Ned's camera. It's cool and different. I was like, maybe my camera should be cool and
Keith,
different. I'll get
for
down
audio
to the
listeners,
bottom.
Keith has slumped
How do I
all the
look?
way down, so just his head. What?
I'm looking right up your taint, man.
Well, stop
But-
looking, Miles. That's
Sorry.
look.
Miles, that's on you for adjusting
on
the
you.
cameras like this.
How am I supposed to cut? What?
I'm sitting like a normal person,
Zoom in or I don't know.
and also like just because it's there doesn't mean I'm inviting you to look at it. Okay.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Now let's go through our list of Cheugy things and find out if the
Number
Try Guys
one,
are out of
Bliss
touch.
Stacks.
Nice
Number two, Burt's Bees.
It's all lip balm.
Number
Only lip
three,
balms?
EOS. No, this is my personal lip balm ranking.
I like that lip balm ranking chapstick.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
There's not
video.
enough chapstick brands that people are
Yes,
familiar
no,
with.
because
It's Burt's Bees
standard chapstick is better than the freaking SPF 15 stuff that tastes weird in your
Well,
mouth.
that's the same brand, though.
No,
Like,
they're
isn't
different.
it?
Different.
Why don't we
flavors.
rank Burt's Bees flavors?
At the very least.
which one tastes the
That's
best.
Not bad.
I have Burt's Bees with me right now.
That's a real for sure. Come on.
It's up there.
real.
But
Instagram
Bliss
reel?
Stacks
Won't
gotta be
make it to
number one.
TikTok, but it's a real.
Particularly drinking out of one of those massive personalized refillable cups.
Oh,
A water
wait,
bottle?
Are we talking about like a swell?
No, yeah, that could be it. Like a big. No. I think it's more like the plastic Starbucks ones that are like it's Starbucks cup, but it's plastic and it's see through.
That says like Little Princess or something on it.
Yeah.
Daddy's little. Yeah.
Is it a hooker? Is that what you were about to say? Daddy's little hooker? Was that what you were going
I
to
was
say?
your daddy's little
I don't
whore.
think there's a T-shirt
God.
that says Daddy's little hooker out there.
Mommy's little bitch.
Mommy's little skank.
What did you say last
Oh
time?
my, he said, I hate Mom, I hate that. I hate her. I hate that person. Something like that.
You know, we should just make the Daddy's favorite T-shirt just to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it sells like bonkers.
It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. But would we make it out of like cinnamon raisins? Would the font like be that inclusive, or would it just be a nice like I think it
Simple
should be
Arial
like
font.
old style logo of like an old gas station logo or something, or an old
Daddy's
like, how like
favorite.
Abercrombie used to look like old.
You think it
Daddy's
should look
favorite.
cool?
What if we make a what if we make a lip balm? Daddy's favorite. Daddy's favorite lip balm.
Ooh.
Actually,
I don't like
All right.
that.
EOS style. So you really.
Yes.
Ew.
Um,
Anyways,
frequently doing spinning classes.
So these are all
That's
Cheugy
Cheugy?
things, and are we deciding if we like it or not?
I think
What
yeah.
is the game?
We're finding out if you guys are Cheugy. So
Oh,
do you
that's
do this
easy.
stuff?
No, I don't
Oh.
spin.
no,
thought
I
you
don't
did.
like it. Don't like
You
it.
don't. You think you thought I spin?
I thought you were getting into Orange Theory. Is that not spinning?
I did Orange Theory, and no, it's not spinning. It's a circuit.
Is
class.
Orange Theory Cheugy?
I don't think it Orange Theory
I
explicitly.
think it could be. It's rowing, treadmilling, and weights. You can use a bicycle instead of a treadmill, but it's not a spin class.
Is going to workout classes and talking about them Cheugy?
Maybe like I think
Because that covers a lot of
certain types of
ground.
yoga might be Cheugy.
I have a
Oh,
sinking suspicion this conversation's getting pretty Cheugy.
Well, that
think
is
so.
a given, but we lean into it here on the TryPod, or at least I do.
I have a spinning story.
Yeah.
For another day.
You're saving the gold. It's self-editing.
I've
Look at
already
that.
told my shark story. I'm content.
Well, maybe we should switch over to the Wikipedia again.
What is happening in the energy in this room? Keith is fucking
I
catatonic.
like how it looks because my arms, where are they coming from? Where are my arms coming from? And
Keith
and
is melting
I'm
onto the
comfortable
floor.
here.
I've been crossing my legs ever since Miles said that. He set up the camera so it was pointed at my tank.
I didn't say I did that on purpose.
Get a sign on the door about it.
You're going to tell me that it just
Caution.
accidentally could see both of our taints.
If you're in this
Okay.
room, your taint is on display.
Yikes.
Wow.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what's the next one on the list, Miles?
Okay.
Dunder Mifflin shirts, right?
Yeah, probably that.
Unironically
Cheugy.
liking The Office.
Drinking Prosecco as a personality trait is one.
That seems a little like leading the witness. Like you can like Prosecco
You're starting to attack Ned a little too much over here.
talking about it as a personality trait. I mean, who?
Yeah.
We gotta separate liking Prosecco versus talking about it like a personality trait.
Do you think
I agree.
Prosecco is a personality trait? Nobody does that, Miles.
Is there something you like though that you would
didn't
consider
make
a personality trait? Is there something like I'm a fried chicken guy?
Yeah. Well, I guess people make a big deal about me liking pumpkin spice lattes. Is that a personality trait? I don't think so.
Talking about his love of barbecuing, is that Cheugy?
I reject the idea of Cheugy. I think it's kind of dumb.
Wow.
I hate Cheugy. There, I said it.
Because that's like what you're preventing little boys and girls from loving Prosecco. And that sucks.
We want kids to love Prosecco.
I love Prosecco. If you ever have had an Aperol Spritz on a Friday at 3 p.m., you're living life correct.
It's probably one of my least favorite drinks.
Aperol Spritz?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like
I get
Aperol.
that. It's licoricey.
Yeah,
it's got
too
a strong
bitter.
flavor.
It's too bitter.
Yeah. It's not for everyone, but champagne is hard to come by.
Zach, tell your spinning story.
You have a spinning story?
This is making me think of one time for Eugene's birthday, he made an interactive game show called Who's the Whitest? And it was like, it was literally this game where you had to say if you did or enjoyed a certain thing. And then we tallied it to see who was the whitest of our entire extended
And
friend
I feel
group.
like a lot of the rest of the group was trying to not be that thing because they didn't want to be the whitest. And like me and Ariel were into all of those things.
I think you guys tied for first and second, right?
Yeah, we did.
I think I was third though. I came in right under them.
It was an accurate game where like Eugene was the least white, Maggie was the second least, and then the rest of us fell in rank.
What was the stuff? Was it like...
Well, I remember I was pissed off because some of them, he clearly targeted some of us for some of them, but then also like just made a real list. But he's like, Vampire, do you love Vampire Weekend? I'm like, you motherfucker, listen here.
Yeah.
People of all races, creeds, and backgrounds enjoy Vampire Weekend, but yes, they are the whitest shit ever, and I love them unapologetically.
That's one of the reasons.
I think everyone can enjoy sailboats too.
Sailboats.
You can rent them.
Was that one of them? It sounds like.
I think so.
Here at the Try Guys, we got our ride or dies. For me, it's Miles. I feel like he would take a bullet for me. Is that true, Miles? Yeah. See, he's just itching to die for me. In the good times, in the bad, in the between, you got him. And that's kind of like how Best Fiends always has a new puzzle to keep your brain feeling refreshingly challenged. You guys have heard us talk about Best Fiends. It's just a fun game. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's fun, it's whimsical, you can catch little friends, little buddies, and it's always changing. If you like solving fun puzzles, and I'm talking them brain games, Best Fiends is for you. There's way more variety and strategy than you'll get from smashing, say, candy. Whoa, shots fired, but I'm preaching the truth. I just pop in every now and then, and every time I do, the game is new and different, and there are new puzzles to solve. And I've got my little buddy, got a little caterpillar. His name is Miles. Nope, Miles, don't worry about it. Real Miles, don't. Look, I have room in my heart for both of you. Hey. So if you're itching for a game that's got your back, you gotta try Best Fiends. Download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends.
Me and my high school girlfriend broke up because I went to the Vampire Weekend concert with somebody else.
Oh,
was
shit.
It a girl?
It was
Honestly,
a girl.
Miles?
No.
Worth it.
Oh, it was a girl, but they were like friends. It was like a lesbian friend of mine and like another guy friend of mine. And we went to the Vampire Weekend concert and she was upset.
I bet that concert slapped.
It fucking did.
Was it first album tour or
no, it's Contra.
Whew. Whew, what a tour.
Contra.
Which one's the horchata one?
Contra.
Yeah, I listened to that one.
Are horchatas Cheugy?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I think
Talking about them and pronouncing them horchata.
I think horchatas
that's
are
like
awesome, and I don't think they've fully blown up as much.
You don't
as
think
they
they're
should.
mainstream?
They're pretty.
Let's
they're
give
pretty
horchata
mainstream.
their moment.
They're pretty great. I
They
feel
could
like
be bigger.
Starbucks could do a horchata inspired.
yeah, appropriation, but I think that'd be cool. Like maybe like an horchata latte, you think?
Yeah, that's
Like a
what I'm
rice
thinking.
milk.
I'm
Horchata
saying
latte?
like if I like pumpkin spice lattes, I would love horchata.
I love
Horchata.
horchata.
Sounds good. You guys have. I feel like we're losing steam.
All right, I'm gonna tell my cycling story. Here we go, guys.
I keep trying to get you to feed us more Cheugy things.
No, I'm telling you.
Switch to Wikipedia.
I am telling my cycling story.
All right.
I'm telling it.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it and I'm ready.
All
He
right.
had this bicycle on his shirt, and there were also tire marks on his shirt. So, like, the tire was going to get you next.
So where were you, Zach?
So
You were
very
cycling?
early into my relationship with Maggie, she invited me to Cycle House, which is
Don't know that one.
a cycle. It's a Soul Cycle-esque place here in Los Angeles. And she was coming from work. I got there early. They give you these specific biking shoes that you have to change into, and you're walking all like clomp. So you get in there, the lights are already dimmed, the music is blasting. It's one of those places where they are screaming at you the whole time. They're like, cycle harder, motherfuckers! Push it to the limit! You know, it's that kind of thing where like they're trying to encourage you by berating you. Hate it.
Doesn't work for me.
So I get into one bike. Maggie gets in there late. She's behind me. No one tells me what to do. And I'm like, kind of like, I feel like I'm supposed to know. It's just a bike. So I don't know. No one teaches me. No one teaches me. So if you guys have not been cycling, it's just one gear. Like it keeps going. So you're supposed to clip your shoes in.
Yeah, I know that about cycling. Yeah,
I did not know that. I did not know. And there
was gears or something?
There were these tiny little, it's like not even a full pedal. It's a tiny little square
Clip.
that your thing's supposed to clip into. But I didn't, so I kept slipping off. But then the pedals keep going, and it was like ripping up my my beautiful ankles.
Yeah.
And there's also a dial where like when you go uphill, you're supposed to increase and decrease. Fucking, I didn't know that. So
Dang.
Maggie behind me is watching me suffer and struggle the entire time. And I know she can see me suffer and struggle. And I'm like, it is the most like embarrassing, humiliating. I'm like, this person who I'm trying to impress is watching me flounder and no one is helping me. And I'm getting yelled at by a very buff woman. And I said that day, fuck cycling. But yes, the biking, it did catch a little bit of my shirt and it ripped it open. And then I had 3 little slashes on the side.
Nice.
Are we calling this episode Zach's Cool Shark Shirt?
That's
we
get
are
the
not.
viewers in.
No, we are not.
Yeah, people are gonna come in by drugs.
That'll get them in.
Yeah. Well, that sounds very traumatizing, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
What? Did it live up to the hype miles?
That was really cool. And I think that I like cycling.
I've always wanted to try those little clickety-clack shoes.
They're fun, yeah.
I've never tried them.
I did a Peloton. We're cat sitting for our neighbors, and I went and did a Peloton. And I get why people do them because it was like therapy. The guy is like, "You're a fucking amazing. You're beautiful. Like never forget.
Push harder because you deserve it."
It was incredible.
You
He was
have
just
like a spiritual experience at the end,
they
like
were
a yoga practice.
Exactly. It was much less like, oh yeah, it's just like a cycling class, and it was more like the guy really pumping me up.
You think
and
they
building me
use
up.
like cult building tendencies?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah,
they
but I think
probably
it's
do.
like it works.
Yeah. Well, so does cults.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I don't think I'd like it. I like short,
would.
fast. Well, maybe, but I like it kind of like sprinty and then resty.
That's kind of what it is.
I
That's
gravitate
almost
more-
exactly what it is.
Yeah, but I don't like biking.
Oh, then you wouldn't like it. Yeah, you got to have a strong. Speaking of taint, because you're sitting on the bike seat.
That's why I can't do it. What a stupid chair. You know what? Why can't they make it so it's more comfortable sitting on that thing? So you're chasing your dick and chafing your little thighs up.
So my roommate in college was a cyclist, and apparently to get the best taint and dick performance, you need a harder seat. Isn't that counterintuitive?
That's crazy.
You think a soft seat would make it nice and plush?
Do you need taint and dick performance on a bike?
No, sorry, performance as in it doesn't hurt as much afterwards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need dick performance
how
while
are you
riding a bike. But you need it to like not be hurting if you're riding for a long time. Yeah, so it's like the harder the seat, the more you can kind of like it just goes right on your tailbone bones and less where your taint is getting pressure from kind of evenly distributed squishage.
How have they not figured that out yet? How is every bike seat not just...
Because not everyone is a cyclist for an hour. I think if you're like, just cruising the beach for 10 minutes or something, you might.
Who's ever
seat's
gone
probably
on a
fine.
10-minute ride?
I haven't ridden a bicycle a long time, if I'm being honest. Probably not in 7 years.
Really?
8 years, yeah. No, I don't like biking on the street. Somebody's going to kill me. I live in Chicago where all my friends got hurt. And really, I was like, I don't want to bike. And then here, it's even scarier because there's just like people drive a lot faster.
Why you get a bike rack and then go to there are lovely little paths all by where we live, Keith.
I know, but then I have to drive to go bike, and to me it seems pretty stupid.
Enjoy the great outdoors.
Pretty dumb.
I'm gonna tell you,
Pretty cheugy.
I'm team bicycling. I love it. Not cycling. I don't like the cycle house, but going on a nice bike ride, I think it's lovely. It's when I feel like a little Amblin kid.
I'm actually very sad because I used to go on bike rides all the time with Wes, and then around the time he turned 2, he decided, I don't really like cycling with Dad anymore.
Papa, that's cheugy.
No, it was mostly because I think he was strapped in and couldn't move, and he's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And I get that.
What about a tandem bike where he's in the back with working the pedals as well?
Miles, you're genius.
He'd love that.
You want to get me that for my birthday?
Yeah.
You can get me that as a wedding present for your wedding.
For me.
Dude,
me coming to your wedding.
For you. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
What if one day Wes looks you in the eyes and says, Dad, that thing that you love is lame.
Oh, it's going to
That'd be sad.
Yeah, but it's
Dad, science sucks.
Going to happen.
I'm religious.
Well, I get that from freaking everyone else. So
yeah.
Dad,
I'm used
soccer's
to
a
it.
bad sport.
If he didn't
It's
like soccer, I'd
cheugy.
be sad.
Miles, how could this podcast almost be over? We've talked about nothing.
I know, but
We've almost talked
we're
about
at 50
so
minutes.
much.
I know, it's tough.
Is it time for our Wikipedia pages?
We don't have time for that.
What are you talking about?
We're going to have to save it.
Oh shit! I've missed my phone call. Okay. Yeah, well, you guys.
Jesus.
Wow, what a fun time we had together on this podcast. What a beautiful day. I'm sorry we didn't get to that thing we were getting to, whatever it was.
Any of them?
I had a good time.
We did the
But hey, I told some bomb-ass stories, and that's where, I feel good. My heart feels fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Miles time.
It's advice that'll go for miles.
My preferred
Tune into your
podcast.
radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready. Miles Nation. Miles Nation. Go.
Oh, you know what? Keith and I have a call right now, too.
No, don't leave me.
That's
Go
funny.
for miles.
Yeah, it's almost. Here we go.
Advice that'll go for miles.
What's up, Miles Nation? Yeah.
Who's feeling horny?
He's feeling horny tonight.
Oh, gosh. Boy, oh, boy.
Have you ever wanted your stinky smell to not be in the room?
He kind of sounds like a Ukrainian man trying to do a British accent.
I think he's going to tell us to get a candle.
It's not a candle, you stinky little.
Oh, my.
Oh my God.
I'll bleep it.
Miles.
I'll bleep it. We're already bleeping
Miles.
so much of this episode. Sorry, Rainey. Have you
Sometimes
ever-
in comedy you take swings, right?
Yeah.
And you don't even really know what you're doing.
Can't
You're just
bat a
going
thousand.
for
Yeah.
it.
Can't
Yeah.
bat
Have you ever
1,000.
wanted your dog to be a little critter?
I
Wanted
honestly
my
haven't
dog to be a
listened-
little critter?
I haven't listened to a single one of these. What was it? It was about
He said, first, do you want your stinky room to be a little less stinky?
okay.
Yeah.
Second was...
Your dog's a critter.
Mm-hmm.
No, the third was dog's a critter. The other one was in
Yeah.
between, and he called me a... I believe I was called a... for suggesting it could be a candle. And I don't know. I just don't know. What could it be?
Get your dog an elk bone. Dogs like to snack on little bonies, and they stink like shit. They smell like death. A lot of the dog bones that my dog was eating smell like fucking absolute dog shit.
Probably because it's fucking bone.
Yeah, it's a bone. It's gross. It's meat. But we gave him a elk antler.
We gave him.
We gave him
We've been giving him an
It's like an
antler.
elk treat. That's like a little thing he's chewing on, and it's like I think it's just an antler, and he loved it, and it doesn't smell like shit. So if you get an elk antler, he can eat it instead of a dog like meat stick.
That's probably because the antler already is exposed to air
Yeah.
all of its life, so it doesn't have the same whatever is going on in a bone inside of a body.
Yeah, the
We don't
bones.
give Bowie bones because someone told me that it could like shatter his tooth if he bites it too hard.
Yeah, it's not like really a bone. It's like a meat. It's like a stick of like condensed sweetened condensed meat.
It's like a treat that he eats.
Yeah, it's not like a bone. I think does break, and it's like not dogs shouldn't have like a physical bone. It's like a stick of condensed meat. I don't know how to put it any other way.
But you said it was an antler.
No, we don't give him the condensed meat anymore. Now we give him the antler, and he likes it. And it's
so does he eat the antler, or does he just
chews
chew on it?
I think that it is like soluble. Like he opens it up, and like it. He does eat it, but it's something about it that doesn't smell like shit, and it's like safe for dogs. Apparently,
some of Bowie's toys. So we only give him like the super chewer, like very intense rubber, but some of them have this undeniable latex smell.
Oh, it smells
that
like
reminds
condoms.
me of the smell of all the dildos I used to own.
Yeah.
Little flashback to that story.
Little
and
shop
it's
of
just
dildos.
like honestly, I would rather him smell like rancid meat than that latex. I hate the latex smell.
Yeah.
And then he'll like come to like cuddle me. And I'm like, get your fucking dildo breath out of here.
That's pretty funny.
God, dogs smell bad though. It's crazy.
Yeah, animals smell bad.
I found that Maggie and I disagree on when Bowie smells good and when he smells bad. There's like different scents that I'm like, oh, that's the good stuff right there. And she's like, that's disgusting. And then she's like, oh no, that's the good stuff. She thinks like his crate smells good. I'm like, no.
Oh.
But like, I think his breath smells great.
Oh no, that's not true.
true.
The fur of the animal smells good.
Yeah.
Like they're bad.
I think his fur smells good too, except then when she gets him groomed, she does like, he gets a blueberry facial. That's what it's called. And I think that smells weird. It like makes me nauseous. I'm like, oh, he smells like cleaning product.
I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I want to smell like a puppa.
Birdie just got a haircut. And he looks cute as fuck. He's
Your
so
dog's
big.
cute.
He's big and cute. I get self-conscious because I don't have an Instagram dedicated to him, so I post a lot of pictures of him. But I'm like, maybe people think it's too much.
Miles, we would much rather see Birdie than you.
I know, that's what I felt like. He's way hotter than me.
This week I just started, fuck it. Who cares what I post on Instagram? I'll post
You're already at the top.
I'll post a picture of a lizard in the garage for all I care.
I like that.
I'm just gonna put whatever.
That's
I'm
cool.
just having fun. I'm not thinking about his performance anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just putting up something that made me laugh.
Yeah, so you're already at the top echelon of Instagram though.
No,
You've
my numbers
won.
technically went down. It was 1.4, now it's 1.3. Don't know what happened.
Kidding.
Don't really care.
Whoa.
Keith and I, we feel this real push and pull with our content in general. Instagram's a lot easier to be like, fuck it, because we don't get anything good. But on Instagram, sometimes we'll be like, or no, I'm sorry. On YouTube, we'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do what makes us happy. And then the numbers take a dip and we're like, oh, fuck. Okay, good. Deathcom one. Let's
don't do what makes
don't
us
do that.
happy
There's no
anymore.
more being happy. Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm at 1.32. Was I ever at
No, we went down.
1.3 also? Not
I'm at-
1.32. That'd be
No.
pathetic.
We just went down. I don't know.
That's so many
Whatever.
people.
Doesn't matter. It's still plenty of people.
Yeah.
I love my 1.3 million audience.
I'm
All
at
you out there
yeah.
who listen to me, who love me, I love you too.
I love
my fans.
I love 800K of you.
I'm at 67,000. So what's up, fam?
That's good.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Every follow is a new.
How old
freaking-
are you? 27? I can't legally ask you this.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It's
It's your
I'm
boss.
27.
It's weird.
yeah.
I'm not supposed to ask your ages, but this is a show, and it's different. And I'm not like trying to be. I just want to know
This
out
is
of
playing in court
curiosity.
here on the stand.
Because we started being Try Guys at 26 and 27.
Oh, is that true? That
Yeah.
actually makes me feel pretty good. Yeah.
Keith would say this to me all the time because when we were at BuzzFeed, he was a lot bigger than me.
Physically?
And no, but like popularity wise, because
yeah.
I was more behind the camera. I didn't, and he was also just funnier. But Keith would always go, but like, hey man, you're way more famous at your age than I was at your age. Because I was always 3 years behind you. Still am.
Yeah. It's like it's still doing better than I am.
That's cool.
It was a very sweet thing that did make me feel better.
It's true.
I still want to do 30 under 30. I still got a little bit.
If we can get you to get that, I will take it as a victory as if we got it.
Yeah,
I'll
it'll be
be a
because of you. It won't be because I like you.
I'll be a little pissed off, but I will celebrate you.
But if we put all of our strength into behind Miles looking like the dopest 30-year-old of all time.
We can, because here's the
Like a
thing.
cyborg.
You can just we just write the fucking bio. Like if we're like, hey, podcast gremlin, Miles B, then be like, okay, no.
Yeah.
But if we're like, hey, podcast producer leads 4-show initiative
That's
at
true.
the burgeoning digital media, blah,
employee
blah,
number
blah.
3 or 2 or 3 of
That's
Try
true.
Guys.
3 years.
Rose
at the
up
company.
the ranks and established a bona fide podcast.
I like that.
He has his
industry.
own merch.
That's true. We got to put it back in stock.
So like we can put all the accolades that we need in there.
to
One time told
manufacture a win.
You've been on tour before.
One time
That's
told
true, I
his
have been on
boss he
tour.
was a.
I got called my boss.
That was the day his boss said, "You're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready
You're
to
ready.
be on 30 under 30."
Let's wrap it up.
Nah,
Okay.
let's stay a little longer.
There's no Patreon bonus this week. And here's why. We have really exciting stuff happening. Next week, we are shooting another Without a Recipe season exclusive for the summer. So because of that, everything in this week is kind of crazy because we have to shoot all 4 days of next week. They're very big productions. So everything's squished into this week. So we don't have that extra time. But we'll have some time for you the next week. And that'll be good.
I'm so tired.
Around it. What's wrong?
We did 4 podcasts.
I'm sitting
today.
back up again, Miles. It's down, but I liked it down there, though.
Okay, well, don't forget to unsubscribe. Get us out of your newsfeed. Give some love to Guilty Pleasures instead. We're falling off the rails here.
Guilty Pleasures is a well done podcast.
It's really funny.
It's really
funny.
funny. It's focused, sort of. You know, they have their tangents as well, but it's very focused, and you get good guests. You get new breath of energy every week.
Maybe that's why I want this to be even more chaotic. I'm like, that's the structured show. This is my chaos zone.
Today proved that. Yeah.
I can't talk about my shark shirt on Guilty Pleasures.
You could if you were watching Jaws.
Hell yeah.
Zach talked about, Kelsey talked about blowing somebody in the first 2 minutes of that.
First 2 minutes, first 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Of which episode?
Of the most recent Kate Peterman's episode.
Bridget
that.
Jones'
Bridget
Diary.
Jones, yeah.
I almost said Bridget Days Out. Bridget's Day Out.
Stay out.
Keith, that is with the official TryPod theme song.
Oh, we had a lot of fun. The fun had just begun, then the fun was done, and then we're talking about stuff all night long. We talk about stuff all night long. Which was your favorite part of the show? It's the best part of the show is a TryPod.
Until next time, stay horny.